So you want to be a general manager for the greatest sports entertainment company in the world. I've been in this industry my whole life, seen many come and go. And now here you are taking your first step into the mix. Tell me, what are you looking for? Fame? Glory? Prestige? What kind of a general manager will you become? Have you thought about that? Will you be a fair and balanced overseer? Or maybe you'll rule your roster with an iron fist. Either way, one thing you need to do is make impact. I didn't start my career in the WWE as a general manager like you're about to. I had to earn my spot through years and years of dedication to this business. But you still have so much to prove. You would not have been given this opportunity if we didn't see your potential. You must understand, 200 plus days a year we're on the road to entertain the WWE Universe. Some careers are long, others aren't quite as lucky. But if you respect our business, if you love our business, then even you could become a legend one day. So are you ready? It's time to prove you deserve this chance. An opportunity that you can't let slip through your fingers. You must earn it. You must pay your dues. So I have to ask again, what kind of general manager will you become? Let's see if you have what it takes to be my GM.
All right, so it is time. It is time to finally start our MyGM series here on WWE 2K22 on the channel. So this was going to happen at some point, but you know, I was trying to get universe mode out pretty good, and it's at a good state right now. And now I feel like, you know what? I feel like it is finally time to jump into some MyGM here on 2K22. So obviously, we are here at the Choose Your GM page here, and we can choose between, you know, Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville, William Regal, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, and a custom superstar. Let me look here. So with Adam Pearce, you know, you get the Instigator, which increases the levels of all your active rivalries. With Sonya Deville here, raise the entire morale by 15. William Regal, your first legendary sign this week will be free. Shane McMahon, a GM interference book this week will provide an additional +2 show bonus and will be free to book this week. All right. And then Stephanie earns twice as much money. So let me see. Who am I going to choose? Who are we going to choose here for our GM? You know, I think we're going to go with Adam Pearce, because that Instigator, the Instigator perk with the increases the levels of all the active rivalries by 1. That's going to be pretty helpful when it comes around for pay-per-view time and stuff like that. So we're going to accept here with Adam Pearce. And now we get to choose what brand we're going to be. Are we going to be the blue brand? We're going to be Raw, NXT, or NXT UK. So I'm probably going to choose between SmackDown and Raw here. And let's see. Let's go with the red brand. We're going to be Monday Night Raw, and we're going to take on Friday Night SmackDown here in this MyGM series. All right, so here are the settings that we are going with here in this MyGM series. Of course, we're going to be playing against the AI, and the AI opponent is going to be Sonya Deville. So we're going to see how we're going to fare against Sonya Deville. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, you know, those two 4-time IRL were, you know, the on-screen, you know, management for WWE. So heck, why not Adam Pearce, Sonya Deville going at it to see who can get the best brand in the WWE. Of course, they're going to be SmackDown. Difficulty normal. We're probably going to go with 50 weeks. That's probably what we're going to do here. I want this to be a decently long series. So we're going to go with 50 weeks on this thing, and we're just going to go on. Now, I'm going to have a custom draft pool, and what I'm going to do is, this is not going to be like my Universe Mode series. So, you know, you see guys like Samoa Joe, Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Dexter Lumis, you know, guys like that. We're going to try to base this off the IRL roster for WWE. It's going to be pretty difficult because there's not much to choose from, but with the IRL roster for WWE, so yeah, it's going to be way different than the Universe Mode series, so you're going to see a lot of people that you wouldn't see. You're going to see a lot of people in the Universe Mode series that you wouldn't see in here. So that's just a heads up. This is going to probably, hopefully, be like a IRL WWE in this GMO. So we're going to select this. So let me see if I can go in here and show you for a little bit. Let me go to males here. As you see, yeah, see like that. Jeff Hardy inactive. He's not going to be in this thing. Who else is not going to be in this thing here? Fandango, he's not going to be in this thing. Kalisto's not going to be in this thing. Samoa Joe. You know, so yeah, it's pretty basic. It's pretty basic of what this is going to be. So we're going to select this draft class. Without further ado, let's get started with this MyGM Mode series. Now, of course, before we get anything started, we have to do the draft here for WWE. So the WWE draft is now underway. Each GM will start with a budget of $2,750,000. As you see right there, GMs will take turns drafting one after the other, starting with me, of course, player one, us, Monday Night Raw. There will be 8 rounds of drafting. After the 8th round, drafting becomes optional. GMs can opt out or draft until they are out of cash. Tip. Impressed, and you can see the recommendations there. So here we go. We are now here in the draft pool here in WWE, in the WWE draft. As you see our pool here, looking pretty decent, if I do say so myself. So as you see, I'm just going to scroll down here. As you see, we got guys like Grayson Waller, Gigi Dolan. Who else is here? Carmelo Hayes is also in this draft pool. Braun Breaker is here. Key Elias Roxanne is here. Ezekiel, we actually switched Ezekiel for Elias, so that's something there. Tiffany Stratton is here. Cora Jade. And so yeah, without further ado, yeah, Tatum Paxley as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pick our first draft pick. And I believe we're going to go with the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. So let's go ahead and pick Roman Reigns here for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. They're going to go with Asuka with their first pick. All right, not bad. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to balance out my roster pretty good. So balance it out with same number of women, same number of men. Try to get, you know, a good number there. Trying to get a good number of all the different type classes and roles and things like that. So let's go ahead and pick a woman here to start out. And our first woman, we're going to go with Bianca Belair. We're going to go with Bianca Belair for our first woman. So that's a good pick. And, oh, they're going to go with Mandy Rose. All right. Now we're actually going to switch back over here to the men. I want to get a cheaper guy now for these guys to face here. And I think I might know who I'm going to go with after looking at all these. So you know what? I'm actually going to go with Xavier Woods. He's a little bit cheaper, and he has the, you know, he's a fighter type, which does well against Roman, which is a bruiser type, I believe. Yeah, that's right. I can see the little same icon next to Theory there. So we're going to go with Xavier Woods. Again, not the best pick, but a little cheaper of a pick here to start out. And they're going to go with King Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura, whatever you want to call him. So that's that. Now let's try to get somebody that can go up against Bianca Belair here. And I believe we're going to go with, let's see here, let's look at that. Now, not JC Jane. Nikita's a face there. Carmelo. Let's actually go with Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans for Bianca Belair. Seems pretty good to me. And SmackDown is going to go with Austin Theory, the upstart. So that's a pretty good thing there. Now we're going to switch back over here to the men. And let's see what we can pick up right here. Let's try to get some other guys here. We don't have any specialists. And I guess our first specialist is going to be Tommaso Ciampa. Why not? Pretty good pick there. And SmackDown, they're going to go a Walter or Gunther, whatever you want to call them. So now we're back over here with our pick. I don't think I'm doing very well so far, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to have to deal with it for the time being. And my next pick, let's see here. Trying to factor in the popularity stuff as well. I'm going to go with, let's actually go with Naomi for our next pick. A pretty solid women's wrestler there. I'm not doing very well balancing out this stuff, but you know what? at this time right now, I'm trying to do what I can do. Surprised nobody picked Seth Rollins. Nobody's picked Seth Rollins or Brock. Yeah, I guess we're getting into like the later rounds, so kind of need stuff here. Now I'm actually gonna go with another woman here. I'm gonna go all the way down. Let's see. I'm actually gonna pick Tamina, so we can actually have somebody for Naomi to kind of face right here. So it's not a bad pick at all. SmackDown, they're gonna go with Shayna Baszler. Now we actually do have at least one of everything, but it's not a pretty good roster right now as I see fit. So let me see. We got Tommaso there. We may need a big giant. We may have to get a big giant here. So let's try to find one. Man, there's not not really much to go off of here right now. Let's pick up, Jesus Christ. Let's actually pick up Carmelo Hayes. We're going to pick up Melo here in the 8th round. And SmackDown, oh, they're going to go with Nikita Lyons. Okay, not bad here. Now let's actually get a giant for hopefully Melo that he can face here. And the giant, I want to get a heel giant. And let's actually go with Mace for right now, I guess. Why not? And SmackDown, they're going to go Grayson Waller. Okay, this draft looking pretty decent so far. Let's try to see. Let's go over here with the women. And you know what? We're going to go with Zelina Vega for this next pick. I used a lot of money there, but it is what it is. I guess I'm doing terrible at drafting, by the way. So let's see here. Let's go with another specialist, I believe. We're going to possibly need another giant somewhere as well. Let's go with, let me see, not Ezekiel. Let's actually go with Tyler Bate. He's cheap, and he's actually pretty good. So we're going to go with Tyler Bate. And, of course, you got to look at the popularity when you try to do this. And right now, I think I've done decently with looking at the popularity. We'll just have to see. Let me see. Next pick here for Monday Night Raw. What do we have here in terms of the women? So we got 2 cruiserweights. I don't think we have. Do we have any bruisers here? We got Bianca Belair, but that's about it. So we might want to find another bruiser. If there was a heel bruiser that wasn't so much money, we may have to end up. Well, we actually do have Lacey Evans, so that's that. But we need something else here as well. Let's look. Let's go with, we might just have to go with Dana Brooke here. So we may have to turn her heel if that's the case. SmackDown goes with Dragunov. Right now I'm thinking SmackDown honestly has the better show than us, honestly. They have the better roster. We'll just have to see how things go. All right, so let's look at some other stuff here for the men. Let's tie this. Let's pick up, Jesus Christ. We don't have any heel bruisers. That's the thing. I'm just seeing that now. We don't have any heel bruisers for our men's division. I would pick up like Sheamus and them, but right now they just seem like too much money. Same with Corbin. And the only heel bruiser I can see right now is this man Otis. So we're actually going to go with Otis because why not, I guess. That's all we could pick up there. Shotzi will be taken to SmackDown. And now let's see, let's look at here. Do we have any heel fighters? We do not have any heel fighters. So this may actually where we need to pick up JC Jane. So yeah, why not? We'll just pick up JC Jane here. We need some heel fighters. That's exactly what we're going to go with. And SmackDown, they're going to go with Raquel Gonzalez. So that's something there. So we're coming down to the last few draft picks here. We got to make sure we look carefully at our money. Let's see here. We only have one. We have two giant. We have one male giant, so we might actually have to go with T-Bar here. So yeah, why not? We'll go with T-Bar to get another giant. And then SmackDown. Oh, okay, they're going with Roxanne. Okay, a good pick for SmackDown. And let's see here. I could go with Indy Hartwell to get that that specialist for the women's division. So we're actually going to do that. We're going to go with Indy Hartwell with that pick. And okay, SmackDown is done with their roster. That is their main faces of the SmackDown roster. And I believe with me, I actually think we're going to be done as well. There's not really much else we can do here. And we don't have a lot of money left. So without further ado, we are going to end the draft here. And that is our roster for Monday Night Raw. So as we compare the rosters here, let me know down in the comments below, I guess, which roster do you feel like is better out of the two? We're just going to scroll through them here a little bit. I'm excited to get this series started. Obviously, I believe SmackDown, they have the more popular people across their roster, but it is what it is at the current moment. Here we go. 4 weeks until WrestleMania Backlash. You see here, we're getting a text message here from Triple H. Tonight is the night, the debut show. We have high hopes for you. Hey, man, listen, we're going to try not to let you down, Triple H. We're going to try not to let you down. So actually, now we have to select our first champions here. And looking at the men, it seems like we have a pretty good balance of heels and faces. So our first champion, we're going to go with the head of the table, Roman Reigns. And for our women's champion, we're going to go with Bianca Belair. So here are our first two champions. There are our respective divisions. So there we go. We are here on the actual board. And looking at here, we have the journal and we have a commissioner girl. Have your most popular available female face and heel fight each other this week. So we're not going to get into the first episode, like the first actual booking here in this series on this episode, but it will be in the next episode. So yeah, this is just basically a draft and setup episodes. We look here at the free agents that are available. As you see, there are some names here that are available. Will we be looking to sign some right now? Maybe not. But as it stands right now, this is what we're going to go with. Our roster is what we're going to go with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are excited for this series. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Take care.